sorry I'm late. I swear, it snows and people forget how to drive. Valerie, thank you so much. This must be your file, and I see you have a cup of tea. Fantastic. Thank you so much. She's such a great assistant. I don't know what I'd do without her. So it looks like you have a fantasy setting, and you are doing a haunted mystery. So you've got a criminal here. You know her crimes, you know that she's pinned it on somebody, but you just don't know who. Given the features that you've listed here, this sounds very similar to the owner of the Canbree Salon. Have you heard of it? Alright, so Dulcinea Canbree. She was the daughter of the noble Canbree house, and she had a little bit of a tryst with someone her family didn't approve of, and so they disowned her. Well, her getting disowned caused her lover to flee. So there she was. She didn't have any support from her family. She didn't have a husband or anything like that. So what did she do? She learned how to cut hair. She learned how to be a stylist back before stylists were even much of a thing outside of the court. With the money that she started earning, she got herself a shop, which ended up being the Canbree Salon. She would serve anybody from the high nobles to the common folk who needed like a beard shaved or to get their children's hair cut or anything like that. Did not matter. Sweet, sweet lady. Until her face showed up on wanted posters for various crimes, up into and including murder. Oh my goodness, and it was devastating because she didn't understand what was going on. So finally, when the police came and arrested her, she couldn't say, no, that's not me. The face was so strikingly similar. Somebody was framing her, but there was nobody to prove it. So she still inhabits her salon to this day. Now, the salon has gone into disrepair, obviously, because not a lot of people want to get into this place that is so clearly haunted. And she's just really hoping for somebody to come along and prove her innocence and clear her name. So, does that sound like somebody who would fit into your murder mystery? Perfect. All right, here is the address where she resides. You'll want to bring a good medium with you so that you can have a longer conversation with her. And just know that once she is, cleared of her name, she will be released. And that's going to be a wonderful ending if you're able to get there. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good day. And let me go ahead and break the fourth wall app in. Hello, everyone. Thanks again for being here. And if you haven't checked out the mega feed for the Dog Days of Advent, you should probably check it out. The things that the Bathtub Mermaid is doing with the stories that begin with the last line of the previous episode are so fun to listen to, and they have spanned through different settings and themes, which has been really cool. And then catching up with Chris Moody is always a lovely treat, especially because we're all so distant. So if we can just have this little moment of connectivity, it feels nice to have that community. And it's really nice to be a part of this community for the first time. I do want to draw your attention to the show notes because while I have a spreadsheet that does randomly generate traits that I can build a character off of, it would be nice to hear from some of you about an NPC that you would like to hear fleshed out a little bit. I'm also considering how I want to take this podcast further after the Dog Days is over, so if you have suggestions or comments, I'd love to see them. Or if you are a podcaster participating, tell me your ideas in your podcast, just know I'll be listening. I'm going to go ahead and get to the credits, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening to NPC Matchmaker, a podcast project for Dog Days of Advent 2025. This episode was written, recorded, and produced by Nick Spencer of Resonant Moon Audio. If you follow the links in the show notes, you can check out character cards and submit your own NPC traits that you'd like to match with for an upcoming episode. See you next time, gamers!